Judge, this is a plea on the lesser included.
Yeah, I'm looking at this lady right here. From probation, we're gonna need some help. Yeah. Okay, on Bandon Smallwood? Yes, sir. Mr. Smallwood? Okay, we now call 25 CR 505, the state of Texas versus Bandon Smallwood, who is present with Mr. Lane, his attorney, and the state's attorney. The defendant is charged in an indictment here with a third-degree felony of assault of hospital personnel.
Here's the deal. Assaulting a hospital worker normally upgrades your charge to a felony. But in this case, the prosecution drops that enhancement. Why? Probably due to lack of clear evidence on the victim's protected status or a plea agreement strategy. You're watching felony-level behavior get reclassified as a misdemeanor. And that's huge.
On hospital property. And let me see, there is a plea agreement. Let me look at it real quick where we're headed on this. I say misdemeanor of assault. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the defendant is going to be pleading to the lesser included Class A misdemeanor of assault, which is within the wording of the indictment where it is alleged the defendant intentionally, knowingly, and recklessly caused bodily injury to another person.
Yes, sir.
And because we're dropping who the personnel and employee who was the victim, who has special protection under rule of law because of their job, that would have enhanced it to a third-degree felony. So you're going to be proceeding on the lesser included Class A misdemeanor of assault, which carries with it up to 1 year in the county jail and or a fine up to $4,000. Do you understand what you're facing, sir? Yes, sir. An agreement has been reached in your case that you would be placed on deferred or unadjudicated probation, which can be up to 2 years in length, right?
Can be, Judge.
And was there any restitution here?
No, sir.
It's up to the court's decision on the length of probation, but it would be deferred or unadjudicated probation where you would not be found guilty so long as you followed the conditions and terms of probation. If you fail, your probation could be revoked. You could then be found guilty and sentenced up to 1 year in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. And just in light of that, Your Honor, Mr. Smallwood, he is a disabled veteran with he's schizophrenic, disabled veteran.
Is he competent?
Yes,
He wasn't acting insane at the time. He's not insane at the time.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No.
Well, he's
I feel that the judge is going to do something beyond our agreement. That's all.
like what?
Like make the term 2 years instead of 1 year deferred.
Well, that's what I can do.
You're arguing. He's just trying to convince you.
But I can also shorten it
Yes, Your Honor.
for good behavior on probation.
We have no objection to that.
Yeah, which I do it literally every day.
I know.
Every day.
This was at Baptist Behavioral, Judge.
I understand. And what I want to do in making rulings like this is the rights of the defendant are foremost because it's constitutional. On the other side of the coin, we have victims.
Pause for this. The judge is not just sentencing, he's preaching. He's protecting every nurse, doctor, and ER tech out there. That, I don't need this if I'm going to get kicked in the face line. That's courtroom gold and heartbreakingly real. You can feel the weight of responsibility in his voice.
Who feel like when you're caring for people who are sick, that's a most wondrous profession. We don't want people to say, I don't need this anymore, or I'm going to get kicked in the face.
I agree.
Like what happened here. And they're going to know from what I do that they're protected as victims and you're going to be held accountable, but fairly. But, they don't get paid to get punched or in this, I'm sorry, this was kicked on the right side of their face, causing them pain. They're doing you a favor. They're taking care of you. It's a most wondrous profession. I don't want people going, I don't need this because I'm not protected. All right. You have to pay. And these are wonderful professions. And the people need to be taken care of. But I'm going to follow the agreement. But they're going to know, you're going to be put on probation for 2 years. You do well, I'll shorten it as a reward.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And we can do it in a third of the time. Thank you.
Do you understand? No. So you got all that.
Just don't do this, please. Don't hurt people, especially people who are.
What do you think? Should mentally ill veterans get more lenient sentencing for violent outbursts, or does public safety come first? Drop your thoughts in the comments. There's no easy answer here. Just a courtroom walking the tightrope between justice and compassion.
Doing God's work by helping other humans and trying to care for them. And if people said, we're not going to do this job, we're not going to do this because people kick us in the face, then what happens when you have to go to the hospital? Nobody's there to care for you. If I follow this agreement, which is placing you on deferred or unadjudicated probation, and again, there's no restitution here, correct?
That's correct, Judge.
And this can be up to 2 years in length. If I follow this, sir, which I intend to do, you have no right of appeal of your case. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to this lesser included Class A misdemeanor of assault? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty voluntarily and because you are guilty?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to show you here what's marked in State's Exhibit 1. Did you sign that document?
Thanks.
Voluntarily? Did you understand it? Discuss it with your attorney? Or the contents all true and correct?
So,
State's Exhibit 1 is tendered into evidence.
no objection.
Without objection admitted. Among other things, this states you are mentally competent to enter your guilty plea. It's freely and voluntarily made. The indictment's been read to you, or you've read it. You are guilty of the crime charged and any lesser included offenses like the one you're pleading guilty to, the lesser included Class A misdemeanor of assault. You are giving up your rights to a jury.
So, this isn't just about medication compliance. It's about a veteran wounded in Kuwait, struggling to hold on. The judge isn't being soft. He's being strategic. By insisting on mental health caseload and medication, he's trying to stop a revolving door of pain.
Trial and the rights to the appearance, confrontation, cross-examination of witnesses. You were totally satisfied with the representation provided by your lawyer. All of this is true at States, so help you God.
Sir.
State's Exhibit 1 is made a part of the record for all purposes.
No objection.
Pre-sentence report is waived.
It is, Your Honor.
I'm going to follow this agreement, and on a 2-year, if he's placed on 2 years probation, we can shorten it to 1/3 of that too, right? Which is 8 months.
Yes, sir.
What I want though is also on this probation, we've got to take care of certain things that put him in this situation. Do you take regular medicine or something?
Sir.
You do?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're going to have to continue to take the prescribed medication as it is prescribed. Don't fail to do that.
Yes, sir.
Was that a problem here in this case? Did you fail to take the medicine on time or something? Maybe, I don't know.
He went in to the hospital for an episode, a mental episode, and I think this all kind of sprung out.
Okay, what about is there a program for folks who have, we need to know what it is for his mental issues that he is being handled with so that we can make sure that he continues and maintains whatever assistance he's getting.
That would be the mental health caseload,
I
Judge.
think she.
Okay, he's on there? We'll put him on there. Okay, good. That ought to take care of it.
Yes, sir.
But take all your medicine and make sure. Now, what happened? You get this from the military?
Yes, sir.
Were you affected? What were you doing? Were you in? Where did you go?
So Kuwait.
Kuwait.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And were you injured there?
That's injured.
Yes, sir. But it wasn't a friendly place, was it?
No, sir.
That was very dangerous. Yes, sir.
I had to scan people in with the wine and stuff like that.
Sir.
I had to scan people in with the wine, look for camera and stuff like that.
Yes, sir. But this medicine that you're taking helps you, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
But you got it.
Stay consistent.
Keep doing that as prescribed. That's going to be important for your probation.
Yes, sir.
It helps you be the best you can be. I think it's in his best interest that we do as long as we can, just to help him, because we don't want him to backslide. All right, I'm going to follow this agreement and find there is sufficient evidence supporting this agreement from State's Exhibit 1, admitted here, to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, as you are mentally competent to enter your guilty plea and it's freely and voluntarily made. But to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, there's enough evidence here, but I'm not going to find you guilty.
Yes, sir.
So long as you follow these terms and conditions of probation, you get another chance.
Yes, sir.
It'll be for 2 years or less, and there will be terms and conditions of probation which are normal and customary for this type of situation, including you will be completing an anger management class and also be placed on the mental health caseload. And also, it goes without saying, God bless you, whatever you've been prescribed for medicine or for your medical needs, you must follow those prescription requirements and take your medicine as required. Okay? And then everything should be fine. Okay, you're going to be released here, and what are you going to do next? Do you work somewhere?
Sure.
Are you looking for something for employment?
Disability and SSDI.
He's married, Your Honor. I've been
If you made it this far, this wasn't just a legal case. It was a look into how broken systems, trauma, and hope collide in one courtroom. A disabled veteran, compassionate judge, and a crime that nearly spiraled into something much worse. What would you have done if you were the judge?
in pretty constant contact with his wife. They were in Florida.
Living?
I believe, yes, and
They're back?
yes, so I think they're going to have to establish another residence, and I've told them they'll have monthly reporting duties to Jefferson County and to wherever they're going to go permanently.
Yeah. Does your wife work? Is she employed? Nobody's employed in the house?
It's all I just received a disability.
Yes, sir. I understand, but I know a lot of people who are disabled who are, employed and do things.
I would like to work.
You would? Good. Well, don't think you can't do it. If you're capable and you want to do it, you can do anything you want.
Sure.
As long as it's following the rules and not hurting others. But working helps the world and helps you. It makes the world a better place by you getting involved and doing good things. And then getting paid for it. Things you like. Okay. All right. But anyway, work with your probation officer. They're very nice people and they'll help you along. Good luck. Yes, sir. Okay. Take that medicine like you're supposed to. Okay. Thanks, Mr. Smallman. Kevin, anything else on this?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay.
The process of getting that bill, stressing